Okay, we're recording. So welcome back, guys, to Hangout number 2 for this round of Team Euphoria Coach Basics. I think most of you were on last week. If not, welcome to your first Hangout for this round. I'm Don Murphy, the founder of Team Euphoria. And so basically we're at our second meeting out of 4. And tonight, my hope is to communicate knowledge and information that will help you make a decision with respect to the type of challenge group that you want to start, if it's your first one or perhaps your next one, and when you want to start that. And once you make that decision, once you decide, okay, I know I want to do this business and I want to start my first challenge group, we then also want to give you enough insight and examples of some initial invitations that you might consider for inviting people to your first challenge group. And from there, you carve out, with your own personality, you inject that into what we're sharing with you to go ahead and get started with the invitation process. And that's a huge part of being a coach. And so if you want to build a business, if you really want to build a substantial business as a Beachbody coach, inviting is probably the most important vital behavior that we do on a daily basis. You're inviting people to come into your, call it support group, to achieve their health and fitness goals. And you're just constantly inviting people. Even the people that say no to you the first time around, that's not a no forever. That's somebody that's saying maybe not now. And you just go ahead and park them in your contact list and you revisit them maybe a couple months down the road and re-invite them again. It's just a continual process. So before I jump into this concept of vital behaviors and inviting, I did want to give a bit more insight on what you would want to achieve as a new coach in this business to help you start earning even more income with the help of Beachbody. And I'm talking about achieving the rank of Emerald. So if you're a brand new coach, hopefully you've been spending time in your back office going through the coach training and learning through the videos and tutorials that are there. But just to give you kind of like the snapshot of one of the best things you can do starting out as a coach. And that is, we talked about last week, obviously, achieving Success Club. Success Club is the benchmark you want to try to achieve every month. But also starting out as a new coach, as quickly as possible, you want to achieve the rank of Emerald. And the rank of Emerald simply means that you personally sponsor 2 coaches, one on your right leg and one on your left leg. And if you're not understanding what right leg, left leg means, that's okay. You will as you understand how income is earned. And there's all kinds of tutorials on that as well in your coach training. But you want to personally sponsor 2 coaches. And signing up 2 coaches right off the bat doesn't have to be that difficult. You can really start thinking about immediate family members, distant family members, close friends. And as a coach, Beachbody gives you the ability to personally pay with your same credit card. You can cover the expense of up to 2 other immediate family members. So mothers, fathers, grandparents, kids, that's all part of your immediate family. And you can sign up 2 people with the same credit card that you're using if you choose to do that. I'm not saying you have to do that. But if you're looking at your business in a way that you're like, okay, I want to get to this rank of Emerald, and I'll explain why you want to get to that rank, but you want to get to that rank of Emerald, signing up a family member, most importantly, if you're married or have a significant other, you want to sign up that person immediately on what we would call your weak leg. You want to sign up your spouse or significant other on your weak leg. If you're sitting there going, I don't know what my weak leg is, you definitely want to confer with your sponsoring coach or your upline diamond or star diamond. You can reach out to your upline to say, okay, I'm interested in really building. I understand I should sign up my spouse to help me get at least halfway to Emerald. And there's also business benefits to having a spouse on board because you can now also start building their business and establishing a dual income. So these are longer term initiatives that can lead to great benefits by doing these things early on. So when it comes to signing up two people and becoming Emerald, there's two primary reasons you would want to do that. The first is that you then become eligible for the customer lead program with Beachbody. And in order to qualify for the customer lead program every month, not only do you have to be at the rank of Emerald or higher, but you also have to achieve Success Club 5. So being at the rank of Emerald, let's say, for example, that you did that in the month of November. You achieve the rank of Emerald, you achieve Success Club 5. That will qualify you for the customer lead program in December. And when I say customer lead program, what happens is Beachbody is an infomercial giant, as we know. They spend almost $200 million a year in infomercial marketing. And when people are sitting at home watching those infomercials or seeing their ads on TV, whatever it is, they're seeing these programs, are saying, I'm going to buy that. They call Beachbody or they order it online. During that checkout process, Beachbody will say, do you want a free coach? And a good majority of the customers will say, yeah, I'll take a free coach. And so that person, after they've bought that product, that person is assigned randomly to any one of the Emerald coaches who is qualified for the customer lead program. They're assigned to them at random. And when that person is assigned, so let's say that person is you. So you go into your back office and it says, Don, you have 2 new customers. And I can go to that customer information. I have their contact information, an address. You have information on what program they've purchased. So you have information that enables you to reach out and communicate and contact with that person. And all you're doing is offering your support as their coach. You can become their accountability partner. You can help them in a way that you could possibly invite them to one of your challenge groups. It's whatever you want to do. But you just want to, it's giving you a feeder system of more potential business from people that were assigned to you. And the cool part about it is that when those people purchase another program moving into the future, any other product that they might buy, Shakeology, another exercise program, whatever it may be, you get the commission. You're the coach that they're assigned to. You get the commission. So you literally can get, during the course of a year, you can get, 100, 200 customers assigned to you if you're eligible for that program. So it's a really cool thing. Now, if you hit Success Club 10 as an Emerald coach, you not only get those customers that I just talked about, you get customers who have purchased Shakeology on Home Direct. That's an automatic income stream that's being given to you from people that you had nothing to do with. This is why achieving these benchmarks, Success Club 5, Success Club 10, Emerald rank, Beachbody looks upon you and says, this person is serious about their business, and we're going to help them earn even more income by giving them business. No other direct marketing company that I'm aware of does anything like that. They fuel you with customers. So just wanted to cover that and emphasize why getting to Emerald as a new coach is really a great thing to do. And signing up a spouse on your weak leg. If you're not sure what your weak leg is, definitely reach out to your upline so they can help you understand and set them up properly. Okay. All right. So let's get into this concept of these 3 vital behaviors. And you'll hear that from all the top coaches, elite coaches, coaches that do the national wake-up call. Everybody will always kind of go back to the roots of how they grew their business, and it's these 3 vital behaviors. The first one is invite, invite, invite. It's just this constant invitation process of inviting people to your challenge group or possibly inviting people to a coach opportunity presentation. People that maybe want to learn about what coaching is all about. So you're just constantly inviting. And a general rule of thumb that you should be doing effective immediately after we're done with this, so tomorrow moving forward, every day you should be inviting realistically, 3 people a day. 3 people a day you should be reaching out to individually with your invitation to your challenge group, or perhaps an invitation to learn more about the coach opportunity. You don't have to go down that road right now if you don't want. You might be like, oh, I don't know, I wouldn't even know how to present this opportunity. Don't worry about that. The biggest focus is inviting people to your challenge group every day. The second vital behavior is that you are investing a minimum of 10 minutes a day in personal development. So hopefully you're reading The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. That's personal development. It's giving you a broader understanding of how this business works and how you can better yourself on a professional level to really excel in this type of business. But there's an endless supply of self-development resources. So if you just take a minimum of 10 minutes a day to park all your other activity and go, let's get into self-development. And that can include browsing through your back office, looking at more of the training tutorials in your back office. It can include, what I've done a lot of recently. I go to Google and I'll type in Beachbody, how to invite to challenge groups. And up will come an endless number of videos that have been created by many of the top coaches in the network. So you can literally watch and just learn how coaches have done this so very successfully. The information is there. You just got to take the time to sit and watch and listen. So self-development is the second vital behavior, minimum of 10 minutes a day. The third vital behavior, which for me recently has become my biggest, and that is becoming a product of the product. When you become a product of the product, it simply means that you are a walking billboard for Beachbody programs or products because of the way you look and feel. And so I asked that question a couple days ago, and thank you for all the comments. The activity on the page has been great. You guys commented with, what program did you sign up with when you signed up as a coach? So all you guys are putting on, the challenge pack you bought or the program you bought, or I bought Shakeology, whatever it was, it's great. So my question to you becomes, since buying that program, have you personally experienced any changes physically, mentally, the way you feel, your energy, anything? Have there been any changes? And if so, have you shared that with anybody? See, becoming a product of the product means that you yourself are looking and feeling better because you're utilizing these programs and drinking Shakeology. And it's great that you're feeling that, but if you want to be a successful coach, you got to put it out there. You have to share it. And so what I would ask is, if you haven't done this already, this is your starting point. Like if you right now are in the process of going through your journey when it comes to transforming, changing your body, improving your energy, improving your fitness, whatever it is you're looking to do, right now is your starting point to document your journey. And when I say document, do selfie photos. Take pictures of yourself in the mirror. And I know this can kind of get like, it almost crosses into that area of being vain. Vanity starts to come into this whole picture. But for me personally, it became, because I don't like doing that kind of thing. And I was like, you know what? What you're doing is you're sharing with people something that's so inspiring that they'll want to improve their own health and fitness. And that's the most important thing. So if it takes sharing a before and after photo or before and after measurements or before and after weight loss, whatever it is that you're going to change, or before and after cholesterol, or anything that is personal to you, when you share that, you're doing it not to say, check me out. You're doing that to say, look, guys, I can help you do the same thing. I can help you do the same thing. And you are a believer in your heart that this program, whatever it is you're doing, it works. It works. It's that effective. And for me, that was my hammer and chisel journey. You know, I've been active and fit all my life, and then Cole was born 2 years ago, and we moved 3 times in the past year and a half, and it was like I fell off. Like, I wasn't working out as consistently, and I was eating out a lot, and I just had kind of not followed the game plan I had been on for a lot of my life. And not that I was in bad shape, but I wasn't in the shape I had used to been in. So when we got into the Hammer and Chisel Challenge group, I said, or the Hammer and Chisel test group, I said, this is my opportunity. This is my opportunity to document my journey and really go for a great transformation by doing everything by the book. Take my pictures, take my measurements, follow the plan, eat according to the plan, do every workout, and then document it at 30 days, document it at 60 days. Like, we were held accountable to doing this. And now I have this stuff that I can share. And since putting up even just a couple of posts, I've been inundated with people that I haven't spoken to in 25 years from high school. Like, it's like, this is unbelievable. So you have that ability to do that if you want. It's not that you have to. It's just that when you become a product of the product, man, you want to share that in a way that's really powerful and inspiring to people. Because then the conversation becomes very easy. People reaching out to you instead of you reaching out to them. They're saying, gosh, you know, I saw the change that you had, and that's amazing. What did you do? Oh, man, I'd love to, let's set up a time on the phone. I'll give you all the details. And then you just get them more excited about your challenge group coming up. And the sale is already done. Like, it's not, you don't have to sell them on anything. You've already done that by sharing your journey and being a product of the product. So the point I would make in that vital behavior, guys, is if you haven't done any of that stuff with pictures or measurements, or saying, you know what, I'm really going to go for it. I'm really going to live this program the way I'm supposed to, and eat right and drink Shakeology and do my workouts so that I see a difference in the way I look and feel. Do that, and it'll become the number one thing. I promise you, it's the number one thing you can do for your business. It's not tell me about it, show me. And that's what you do as a product of the product. Okay? So here you are. You've got this opportunity to create a challenge group using any or all these programs and the nutritionals, and there's just so much in your toolbox. So part of the challenge becomes, well, what challenge group should I start? Should I focus on one particular program? Should I focus on the program that I'm currently doing because I'm familiar with it? Should I focus on a group that enables people to do any program they want based on their goals, but we'll still all be part of this private support group, cheering everybody on and motivating each other? This is a decision that only you can make. But what I can do is throw out some suggestions if you're looking to create a very easy platform for people to come on in. And it was something that I just learned recently for preparing your business for the launch of the Hammer and Chisel. You know, there's a lot of this going on right now because it's going to be this big launch in December. When that program comes out in December, you're going to see a flurry of activity with people wanting to do the program. And with that particular program, I would not suggest that you or anybody you know jump in and do that if you've never lifted weights before. It really does, in my opinion, it's a program that you should have some baseline fitness level when it comes to lifting some weights. And so with that being the case, there is a strategy you could implement for a challenge group in, say, November, December, whatever you choose, that could go on for like 30 days, and it could be free. So let me show you what was created by one of the coaches who was in the Hammer and Chisel test group. His name is Doug Couch. Doug Couch is one of the founding coaches too. He was one of the first coaches in the network. So anyway, I think he lost close to 40 pounds in his journey with the program. And here's the challenge group that he's starting in November. It's free. And let me show you, do a screen share and show you what it is. Hold on. Okay, there you go. This is a challenge group that's all found in Beachbody On Demand. So here you have the opportunity to sign somebody up into a challenge group that is going to give them familiarity with starting to lift weights. Okay, so you're kind of easing them into the fold of what the full Hammer and Chisel program will be when it launches. This is giving them 21-day fix. You can do plyo fix. He's thrown down some suggested workouts to do on a daily basis using Beachbody On Demand. And so you can sign somebody up as a free customer. You can sign somebody up as a free club member with you, through you as the coach, as a free club member, and they get 30 days free trial with Beachbody On Demand when they sign up through you. And so you could literally lay out, and if you looked at this and say, well, I don't know if I want to do it that way. This is something that Doug just threw together to get people familiar with a variety of the workouts that Beachbody puts out there. These are workouts, though, that involve weights. So I say that because a lot of people don't have weights at home. And so you would have to make it clear to them that, look, I'm going to prepare you for weight training with the Hammer and Chisel, but I'd like to get you familiar with maybe a couple of the workouts first. So you've got 2 of the Hammer and Chisel workouts already in Beachbody On Demand. Then you've got all these other workouts from other programs that are part of Beachbody On Demand. And they would have access to this for 30 days for free. All the while they could be drinking Shakeology as well. So you're getting them into the nutrition and you're giving them free workouts. It's just a thought, something you could consider. You might want to say, you know what, this is too complex for me. I'm a new coach. I'd like to do something a bit easier, and I just want to have them do the 21-day fix. It's whatever you want it to be, guys. If that is the program of choice for you, moving into your future. But only you can make that decision, right? So that was just one example of kind of a game plan, if you will. What we're planning to do, I say we, Tammy and I, we're going to probably do something along these lines, not this exactly, but something along these lines for December. So November is going to be our month to just ramp up tons of invitations and get everybody excited. And then December, we will get some type of challenge group going that utilizes a variety of workouts, most likely through Beachbody On Demand. And maybe it'll be something like this. But the full, even though Hammer and Chisel will become available in December, early December, my personal feeling is I'm not going to start a challenge group at that time for the full-on program, because you're in the midst of the holiday season with people having their parties and enjoying themselves. And it's really hard to stick to clean eating for a 60-day program starting in early December. That's just my personal opinion. Our first full-on challenge group for the Hammer and Chisel is starting January 4th. That's when we're beginning our first full-blown 60-day challenge group for the Masters Hammer and Chisel. So I just give you that as some suggestions. Let me stop the share. Here's what else I'm going to be providing when it comes to getting people excited for this new program. And I know I'm kind of focusing on Hammer and Chisel right now because it is that big of an opportunity. It really is. When there's a brand new program launch, everybody just kind of wants to throw their arms around it because it's brand new and it's exciting. What will happen starting November 9th is we're able to release all of the before and after photos from all the participants in the test group. So I'm going to be able to pull many others and their before and afters and share with the entire team. So you'll have all this stuff that you can share in your invitations and people that you're talking to about this new and exciting program, say, look what these people did in 60 days. Look at their transformations. And trust me when I say it's very inspiring what the changes have been. So you'll have all of that type of stuff. You'll have, we're creating more videos that explain the program in a way that people will get excited. So you'll have these tangible tools that you can share coming from firsthand knowledge and experience with the program. I'm just looking at my notes here to make sure I didn't skip anything. Okay. So all this stuff being said, I know you've probably got ideas now. You're thinking, okay, this is the direction I'm going to go, and whatever you decide to do is fine. And if you're still unsure, I go back to it. Confer with your upline. Confer with your sponsoring coach. Confer with your upline diamond or star diamond or me. If you reach out to me personally and you say, hey, I'd love to get on the phone and spend some time to just kind of talk about what might be best for me, and we can do that. But if you're kind of feeling lost, make sure you're getting the support and reaching out to your upline. So what I normally do when I do Coach Basics, I use this Hangout normally to go through this whole 5-step invitation process. The concept of how to invite people and how to engage in dialogue in a way that's not salesy, in a way that they're going to want to work with you and they're going to say, yeah, sign me up. This sounds great. I'm going to save that conversation till Hangout number 3. And the only thing I want you to really walk away from tonight is the initial invitation. What is it that you're going to put out there on social media, on your Facebook page, that will get people to go, that sounds interesting. I want more information. So it's kind of like you got to throw the fishing line out there, and the fish got to start nibbling. So what is it? What's the bait you throw out there for them to start nibbling? And then once they start nibbling, that's your opportunity to set the hook and reel them in. I'm just using this as an analogy, but it's a good one. So we got to come up with the bait, and that's your initial invitation. And so maybe you already have some ideas, but if you have ideas that are along the lines of, hey guys, I'm starting this challenge, I'm starting this support group or challenge group, whatever you're going to call it, and it's for the 21-day fix, and it includes Shakeology. Reach out to me. I'm getting great results from it. You will get 0 response because you're already coming across as a product distributor. People don't want to be sold on anything. They want help, and they want to be inspired. So your initial invitation, if you have documentation of changes that you've undergone through your own personal journey thus far using Beachbody programs, will then start sharing. Okay, that's part of your initial invitation. I'm blown away. I just finished this 21-day program. I dropped 10 pounds. I can't believe the way I feel. Just put that you just got to start putting that stuff out there. People are going to respond. Oh my God, what'd you do? So you got to be willing to share. But if you don't have any changes and you're just starting your journey, well, then there's other things you can consider putting out there. So what I'm going to do again is I'm going to take you to a screen share, and I'm going to show you a document of some sample invitations, just to kind of get your wheels churning on what could I say to people as my bait to get them interested in what I have to offer. So let me go back to that screen share again. Okay. So this is a document. It's a Word document, and I'll share this document on the team page. Invitations can be geared for any program. Several of the examples in this document happen to be geared for, there's the nutrition program called Portion Fix, which, by the way, I'm a huge fan of it. Portion Fix, if you didn't already know this, Portion Fix is, imagine this, the 21-day fix without the exercise DVDs. people can get the nutrition container system alone without any exercise programs for $39.95 retail. And in that Portion Fix program, Shakeology is heavily recommended. So it's a really cool starter program for people that maybe just want help with their nutrition. And that's most people out there. Nutrition is a big part of their challenge, and Portion Fix is phenomenal for helping them. So anyway, several examples in this document are geared for that. If people also need exercise, you've got the 21-day fix or any other programs or challenge packs. Either way, Shakeology will be introduced as a highly recommended part of their program. Okay, the key during the 5-step invitation process, and again, I'm going to cover that next time, is to provide solutions for people based on their specific needs and budgets. Challenge groups can also last, so you've got 21 days, 30 days, 60 days, or 90 days. Or it can be an unending group where you simply have a daily ongoing support group without a start and an end date, and your customers are just continually added to it. It's up to you to learn and participate in different groups to see what you feel will be best for creating your groups in the future. We'll see more examples and different types of groups during Hangout 3. So you'll see in the document, send a minimum of 2 individual invitations a day. So I say 2 in this document. I said 3 about 20 minutes ago. It's up to you. You know, my feeling is 3 is going to get it done. So 3 invitations a day, 2 if you want, and track their responses. So let's scroll down a bit more. And when it comes to tracking, I'm going to show you something else in a bit. Sample individual invitation. So just what you're doing, guys, is you want to express genuine interest in someone, establish a personal connection, and then introduce what you're looking for or what you're offering. So in this one, hi Jen, hope things are well with you. I saw your Facebook picture from your daughter's graduation from elementary school. Congratulations, I can't believe she's entering junior high already. Where does the time go? Great, little personal connection there. Anyway, I was hoping you could help me. I'm looking for 5 new people who want to get started and join me in losing 5 or more pounds over the course of 21 days before Thanksgiving. Please let me know if you or anyone you know might be interested. I'm putting together an online support group that will hold everyone accountable, with the group starting on November 3rd. Thanks, Jen. Hope to hear from you. That is a simple, innocent invitation. That type of thing should be done with 3 different people a day with your circle of influence. That's just a sample of wording that's been used. Okay. So let's say Jen decided to come on board, blah, blah, blah. It was great catching up with you today. I'm psyched to be joining my group. As discussed, I think 21-Day Fix is the ideal solution for you to create healthy eating habits that will help you achieve your goals moving forward. Here's the order link. I'm also adding you to my Facebook support group now. Remember, we start on, I forgot to edit this. It should say November 3rd, not July 27th. So there's still time to get ready. I'll be in touch again soon. Now, this here, okay, this is a link, a hyperlink that I created. I created this little visual, and then if I click on that, it's going to take the person to the product order page on my personal coach site. Now, if you're going, well, gosh, how did you do that? That'll be shown during the course of this training. So you'll have this ability to do stuff like this versus, oh my God, I gotta send them my website, then I gotta help them find where the product is located, and then I gotta talk them through everything. Now, you can just create little things like this that make it very clean and simple for them to place their order. Okay, and we'll look at that in the future. So what I've shared with you here, guys, is a sample individual invitation. So again, send out 3 of these a day to 3 different people. We also have invitations that would be classified as blanket invitations. And this would be more or less like a general announcement you would make on your Facebook page. Right here. Oh my God, I'm hooked. I'm looking for 5 more people who are interested in losing 10 plus pounds and getting in fantastic shape before Christmas. I've already lost, you'll put in how many pounds you've lost already, and have crazy energy from only 30 days of doing this. It's the real deal, guys. Private message me if interested. Post your before and after pics if you have any. So again, it's just, I'm taking my before and afters from Hammer and Chisel, and I'm putting up something like that, and I'm getting flooded. It's very, very inspiring to do that kind of thing. Here's another one. This is a good one for maybe somebody who has not achieved any changes yet. You know, you're just getting started. I'm over it. I remember when back in college I was at my fittest, weighing 120 pounds and working out regularly. I felt fantastic. What's happened to me in the past 15 years? I've had 2 kids. My weight has reached 160 pounds, and I no longer have the energy I felt back then. No more. Who wants to turn back time with me? Starting on November 15th, I'm going to start a new commitment to healthy nutrition and daily exercise to return to the way I used to feel. Would anyone care to join me on this journey through an online support group? There you go. It's just a general announcement. You're throwing it out there, and that's like this, you know, again, the bait. And you just want to see if people start nibbling. Hey, I also have gained weight. I'm interested in getting back to the way I used to feel. What do you got going on? That's somebody nibbling on your invitation. And we'll get into what do you do next when people start nibbling next week. I just want you guys to formulate the initial invitation and the start date for your challenge group. There's more samples on here. I won't go through all of them now. I'll just share this document. I'll share this document on the page, and you can just steal ideas and run with them. Okay? So that's the idea of initial invitations. Okay. I want to pause right now and ask questions. Like, seriously, guys, let's get into some dialogue here in terms of what are your thoughts? Do you have questions? Do you have ideas? Are you hung up on something that doesn't make sense to you? Do you feel completely lost? You know, this is fair game to talk about anything. So don't feel like, oh, I don't want to ask that. People might think it's a dumb question. Like, no, that doesn't exist here. So is there anything anybody wants to throw out there? And some of you guys, I mean, we've got several diamond coaches and star diamond coaches here. If there's anything else you guys want to add, you know, Bonnie, Ellen, Hannah, I see Kristen's here too. Go for it. Come on, somebody be first. I don't want to just keep blabbing the whole night. Somebody else chime in. Anything? Really? So all you guys are pros and you're ready to hit Success Club 20 every month.
Hey, Don, this is Sage. I have a question.
Great. Thanks, Sage. What's happening?
Okay, my hair was bad. I couldn't concentrate.
Me too. Oh, my God. My hair's a mess.
Yeah, I know. I had a feeling. But anyway, okay, so now people are nibbling. That's the part that scares me the most. My coach has been motivating us to start a challenge group, and I've been dodging the – I just haven't done it. I mean, I'm motivated. I'm reading. I'm looking. But that's the scariest part. They might respond. Yep.
So the fear is, oh, gosh, if somebody responds, what do I do? What do I say?
Yes.
Okay, so just to touch upon it a little without going into too much detail now, because I'm going to get into a lot of detail on that in next week's Hangout. When you get people who are starting to go, hey, Sage, I saw your post. What's going on? Your response, your immediate response to something like that is, oh, fantastic. So let's say you've responded to my post. I'm going to say, Sage, fantastic. I'm glad you're interested. What is it that has you interested? So all of a sudden, I've taken control of the conversation. I got to start learning about you. I want to learn why you've even expressed interest. So you saw my Facebook post and you went, I'm interested. I want information on this. my job as a coach is to find out, okay, I'm so psyched, and I'm going to share all the details with you. What is it primarily that has you interested? What is it you'd like to change, or what is it what are your goals? So what we get into next week is this whole dialogue of qualifying open-ended questions that you can ask people that's going to really get them to open up to you, to uncover the deepest things that they want to change about their body, their health, the way they look, the way they feel, whatever it is they want to change. You're going to ask them a series of questions to get to that underlying thing or things. And when you do that successfully, I promise you, it's done. Like they know that you genuinely care for their interests, rather than you saying to me, hey, Don, it's a thing, I'm interested. I'm not going to go, awesome, Sage, we're doing the 21-day fix, and you're going to drink this shake every day, and the challenge pack's going to cost you $120, and like, that's not how it works. There's a whole series of steps and questions that you're going to ask people to get them to open up, and really you're going to establish rapport. You're going to establish a relationship and trust that by the end of the conversation, they're not even going to care how much it is. They're literally going to be going, sign me up. And I'll give you an example of it. Like, I had a guy reach out to me yesterday from high school, and I kid you not, I haven't spoken to this guy in 20 years, but he saw my before and after, and he reached out and he says, okay, Don, what's up? I saw the change, and it's amazing. What program is this? I'm interested. So here was somebody that I hadn't spoken to in 20 years, and I couldn't wait to get on the phone with him because I knew that I was going to be able to do this successfully. I've done it so much. And so I called him, a little personal dialogue to get us going. And I said, Mike, awesome. I'm so glad you're interested. Tell me what's going on right now in your own fitness, your own health. What do you want to change? And he just started to spew all this stuff at me, and all the stuff that he wanted to change. And I just listened, and I kept asking questions. I told him nothing about the program until maybe there was 3 minutes left in our conversation. We were on the phone for a half hour, and I didn't even talk about the program until the final 3 minutes. And by then, before I could even talk about the program, he said, I'm in, man. I don't care how much it costs. Just tell me what to do. Like, it's that effective when you do it the right way. And so we'll go through that dialogue next week, and you'll have a document that I'll post next week too. It's called The Magic of Sharing Fitness and Changing Lives. And it gives you all these great questions. So I hope that's helpful to you.
That does. It sounds like what Bonnie was telling us. You want to find out their why, and that's what she's talking about. That's
exactly what it is. Get to their deepest underlying why. That's it. Yeah. And
Cool.
And just to share quickly too, like when somebody says, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds. A lot of people would stop there. But what you want to learn to do is not stop there. It becomes, okay, 10 pounds. Why 10 pounds? Well, that'll get me back to the weight that I want, my ideal weight for where I want to be. Okay, by when would you like to do that? So now you're setting up a time frame for them. Okay, well, I'd like to pull that off by the end of December. Awesome, you are definitely we're gonna make that happen for you. One other question: why the end of December? Like, what is it that is making you want to lose 10 pounds by the end of December? Like, why are you making that decision now? And quite often what you'll find is there's a deeper underlying reason, such as I've got a wedding coming up. There's an event in my life. There's something that's making them want to make that change now. Not always. Sometimes it's just I'm ready. Like, I've been overweight and I just need to make this change. Enough's enough. But quite often there's a deeper thing that you'll get to, and that's the deepest why. Cool.
Cool.
All right. Come on. Next. Anybody else out there? Come on, Bon, what do you got going on? Hold on. Wait. Bon.
Hi.
Hi. So Bonnie Scharf, everybody, is a two-star diamond coach.
Woo!
She's also a Success Club legend, meaning that she has hit Success Club for more than 24 consecutive months. And that is bragging rights to be doing that kind of business. So what do you got going on in so far as
Well, I'm working on Success Club 10 All-Star. On my sixth.
wow, Success Club 10 All-Star means you hit Success Club 10 or more for 12 consecutive
Yeah,
months.
this is my month 6 this month, so I'm on my way.
That's awesome, Bon.
Yeah, so I just made a video myself on something that you were just touching upon, the customer lead program, because I just had 3 leads. Making the customer lead program is amazing, and it's such a huge benefit to your business. And the invitation process that Don's been covering during this call is exactly how you handle every conversation, no matter whether you meet the person on Facebook or through the Beachbody Lead program, or you run into them in the supermarket, wherever you are, and however the conversation starts, whether you're just sending them an invite through a private message saying, how would you like to join my online support group based on exercise and nutrition, it always starts out exactly the way Don is explaining it, because it really does work. And that's what I teach all of my coaches as well, like Sage was just saying, is that you really have to get to their deep why. And Don has got some great questions that he'll be sharing with you, I'm sure, of how to get to that deep why. And some of them is, just asking things like, how will that make you feel? If they come out with just saying, I want to lose 10 pounds, you don't want to stop there. You really want to keep on asking questions to draw it out in them, because that's what's going to form that connection. And that's what's going to really form that trust that they have in you. And they won't continue to just view you as someone who's just trying to make a sale, because that's not what this is about. This is about building relationships and really showing people that we care, that we really want to help them. And that's what this whole, that's why it's so rewarding, this business. It's such a win-win all around, because it's not just about money. It's about changing people's lives. And by connecting with them on that deep level, by learning the right way, you don't want to just jump into these conversations. As soon as, even if you're a brand new coach, I'm not saying you should wait. You should definitely start inviting now. But as soon as you have someone who's interested, reach out to your coach and let them guide you in the invitation process until you learn it yourself. And that's what I tell all of my coaches is, as soon as you have someone who's responding to you like they're interested, send it to me. Call me. I'll get on the 3-way call, or copy and paste the message. But you don't want to wait to have the conversation, because you want to start helping people as soon as possible. But you want to follow the right procedure, the right steps that Don's teaching. And so that's why this Coach Basics is so valuable, because he is going to teach you the right way to do it. And it really does work.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's how I've had my success as well.
Yeah, and you're also very, very consistent with your inviting. You're always inviting. You're always inviting. And it's just that never-ending pipeline of activity of people that may potentially become customers at some point. And as Bonnie can also attest, a lot of the people that you invite the first time around, guys, they're not going to say yes. Like, don't get disgruntled when you're like, oh, my God, I've invited 10 people and I haven't gotten one response. It's going to happen. It
happens all the time. In fact, the most recent national wake-up call, I forget the coach's name, but she made a very good point, and she said she doesn't get upset when she hears no, because she knows that it's always a no, not right now.
Right.
And next time they're closer to saying yes, because normally most people don't say yes the first time they're asked. But each time that you ask them, usually it takes a couple of times before they're comfortable of committing. And so it really, don't let it discourage you at all, because most times, the first time you ask someone, the answer will be no, but really it just is no, not right now. But don't give up. Keep on following up with that person. Just check in with them, and then they will, when they're ready, they will say yes.
Right. And as they're saying no, you're recording that and you're putting it in your tracker sheet. And I'm going to show you the tracker sheet before we break. But it's the thing that's going to continue to plant seeds and instill value in their mind is if you are continually sharing your success stories, not only possibly your own personal success stories, but also the success stories of customers that have come into your challenge groups. So if all of a sudden you are starting to create really great results for people, including yourself, and you're sharing that, those people that have said no in the past, now all of a sudden are going, man, like I see how effective what you're doing is. And they're more likely to come around at some point and say, okay, yeah, sign me up, whatever it is you're doing, it's working. So to track everything, and I know the last thing I want to show you, and we'll go, is I want to show you the form very quickly that Beachbody has in the back office, and it's your customer tracker, and it's basically just a tracking sheet via PDF or Excel that allows you to keep a record of all the potential people that you're inviting and keep tabs on every one of them. Because if you just are unorganized talking to people and you're not recording this stuff, you have no way of following up. You can't even remember who you spoke to. So it's really important that you stay organized. And let me just show you quickly the screen share. And then I'll show you the challenge group that we had for Hammer and Chisel. So we go, okay. So over here under news and training, so I'm in my back office. I go to training. And they're going to go down here to the training library. Training library is a collection of all training materials. Click on learn more, and right here, business tracking, you have customer follow-up tracker. Okay, this is a really cool form. Now, if you don't want to use this one, that's fine, but at least take the idea and run with it. Maybe you want to create your own spreadsheet, however you want to do it. But let me just open it up real quick so you can see what it looks like. I'll open it in Excel. So there you have it. They give you 50. I mean, obviously you can make this longer and duplicate it, make as many pages as you want. Name, email, phone. So you get their contact information. And they've got all this stuff. This is an example up here. So you can see where you just record ongoing messages of the activity you've done with each and every customer or each and every potential customer. So as you talk to somebody in the grocery store and you give them a card and you say, look, I've got this online support group. I'd love to talk to you more about your weight loss goals. Would you mind if I reached out to you? No, not at all. Here's my contact information. You're going to come home. You're going to put their contact information in this sheet. You're going to write, I met him at the supermarket, and we talked for 5 minutes about XYZ and wants me to follow up. So you got to keep a record of every single person you're talking to and just keep that ongoing. Okay? So you have that as a great tool. So let me just show you the last thing here, guys, is the concept of challenge groups. So if you've never been in a challenge group or you're wondering like, well, what is a challenge group? How does it work? What does it look like? A challenge group is nothing more than a private Facebook group that you invite people in to hold each other accountable when it comes to their daily exercise, their nutrition, and the things that they're trying to achieve. So you as call it the lead coach in the group, you're the founder of this group, you are going to be the one who's definitely putting up a daily post. But when you have a really active group, per se, it's almost like everybody becomes a leader because everybody is so excited to share their day-to-day journey with the program that they're doing. And so there is in your back office over here, let me show you, for you as the coach, they do have here Beachbody Challenge Group guides. Okay, so under sales and marketing, you go to business tools, and you got right here Beachbody Challenge Group guides. And every single program that we offer as coaches, okay, has been listed here. And you can just basically pull up the weekly coaching guide, you know, the product training guide, the coach starter guide. These are things that you want to browse and look over. But the weekly coaching guide, let me just take one like, here, hopefully it'll open quickly. Yeah, I thought so. I'm having a problem with my Acrobat reader, so I can't open it. But anyway, the coaching guides are nothing more than suggested daily tips and posts for that particular program. So it gives you this whole menu of great visuals and things that you can just copy and paste into your challenge group to provide a daily motivation tip, a daily nutrition tip, or a daily exercise tip using that program. So it gives you a great template. But more importantly, you want to get creative and kind of be the catalyst to lead that group. And I really saw how this was prevalent during the challenge group we were thrown into for the Masters Hammer and Chisel. And so in that challenge group for the Masters Hammer and Chisel, let me just pull it up here. So this is it. This is the Masters Hammer and Chisel test group. And we finished the group October 4th, but our results were so profound, we said, you know what, let's just keep going and do another round. Now keep in mind that the people that are in this group, so this is a private group that only we have access to, and the people that are in this group, half of them are elite, if not top coaches. So it was an honor and a privilege to be part of this group because I was learning from the top coaches that are just, you know, earning crazy amounts of money running challenge groups. And I saw like why. I was like, wow, look at the stuff they're posting and the apps that they're using on their phone to create all these cool little videos. And you can get so creative so that when you start your challenge group, you start doing these little app videos of you doing your workout, a little clip, little commentary, throw it in the group. Your participants are going to be like, wow, this is awesome. So it's not just putting a verbal little post in there or taking a little selfie picture. That's all well and good. You start doing some video stuff, you're going to get people really engaged, and then they start doing it too. So let me show you quickly here. Like here's David Atkins. This was just a few days ago. Just finished Chisel Cardio, which is a bear of a workout, and made this video from my wall. Wanted to share, guys. You are all examples of getting it done. So this is.
Hey guys, how are you? Happy Thursday. And guys, this is the thing. I don't know what's going on in your life. I don't know what craziness is going on in life. I don't know what 1,000 activities are going on in life. I don't know what maybe sickness is going on in your life. I don't know what maybe extended hours are going on in your life. I don't know.
He just goes on and on.
There's a lot of lack of sleep going on in your life. But what I do know is that is life and that is the circumstances of life. And you can't let the circumstances control you because you will be living life by default from this point forward. Guys, you are going to get knocked in the jaw. You're going to get knocked in the face.
So he goes on for a couple minutes, you know, and it was just like, man, all right, I'm fired up. This went on from so many different people in the group, guys. Here was Tammy from 2014 to 2015. You know, she was doing a little before and after thing there. Coaches doing selfies after they worked out. There's Doug Couch, founding coach. Check this one out. Here's Aaron. There's Danette, Gavin Anderson. So she's using an app called Pick, Play, Post. Pick, Play, Post on her phone, which is so easy to use. I know you can't hear the volume too well, but here. You create these little selfie videos. This was Tammy's.
On my count, that's 2 down, up. Oh, I love what you got going on here for me. 90-degree angle, out, down, up, down. 3, 4. Nice soft landing.
The creativity is endless, okay? And it's something that you want to...
1, 2, and go. In, open, and bring this knee in. Go in, open it up. Open the boot, close the boot.
It's Monica Lopez. She's doing the National Wake Up Call tomorrow.
Stay down.
So, sorry. What I
1, 2,
will be sharing is these apps that you can use very easily on your own phone to create little selfie videos like this while you're doing your workout. You know, you combine it with a little music, and it's just really motivating stuff. And so you share that with your participants, and they're like, oh man, I got to get to work. You're leading by example, holding them accountable, using the challenge group guide that I talked about a few minutes ago. You just get as creative as you want with these great posts to keep people motivated and accountable to their workouts. So yeah, it's been a great ride, and it's one that we're going to continue. So I just wanted you to know that your creativity has a lot to do with getting people really excited to be in your group once they're there. Okay? All right, guys. Does anybody have any questions? Things that they would like to ask or add or comment on? I will share on the page the apps for your phone to make posting like that in your challenge group really awesome. I can tell you right now, Pick, Play, Post is fantastic. So that's one of them. Splice is another one that a lot of the coaches are using. And then there's a couple of others as well that I can't recall the names off the top of my head, but those two seem to be really popular and very easy to use. All right. Cool. Anything else? We good? I hope it's all making sense to you. I know it's a lot to take on, but challenge groups are the name of the game, and they will build your business when they're done properly and you embrace the invitation process. So it's up to you. The things to think about now, leaving this hangout, is what day am I starting my first challenge group, and what is that group going to consist of? What am I doing? Am I focusing on one program? Am I doing a hybrid of workouts using Beachbody On Demand? Am I doing something that's free? It's totally up to you. All right? Don't hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions. I'm always more than willing to get on the phone and talk to people individually if you want. Okay? Awesome. Thanks, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, Bonnie. Thanks, Bonnie. Okay. Bye-bye.